The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101 WKQX. WKQX HD1 Chicago. A Cumulus media station.
Now is your chance to GTFO. With a shot at a $100 Visa gift card and be qualified for a trip for two to see a hot band in a warm weather climate. GTFO. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q101.
Well, it's real easy. Text in DATE right now. DATE. D-A-T-E, as in first date, to 312-591-8300. That's your chance to qualify to go see Blink 182 in Miami. And you'll qualify with that $100 grand prize Visa gift card. So a trip. Think about that right now when you're outside right now. So Miami, Blink 182. We also even noted that Pierce the Veil's opening that show for them. And you just text DATE right now to 312-591-8300.
Could you spell
The Q101.
Oh, sorry, say again?
Could you spell that?
DATE.
Okay.
I did.
D-A-T-E?
Yeah,
Okay.
first date. I spelled it. We're not listening?
No, probably not.
No, that's it.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, the Bulls beat the Raptors last night. That could be a target in the next 3 weeks with the trade deadline away where Zach LaVine could end up because they like collecting players. So 116 to 110. 3 players with 20-plus points last night. Debo, Vooch, and Kobe all had over 20.
Game was on TNT, too, so they showed out.
Nice spread.
Nice.
Yeah, nice showing. The Grizzlies at the Madhouse tomorrow. Also, I missed this anniversary. 1997 this week is when Dennis Rodman kicked the cameraman in the nuts in the Timberwolves game, and the guy he kicked got $200,000 for that.
It's a good life.
That's a good. I wonder what that. I want to do a little Last Dance documentary on that guy. Like, where's he at? What do you do with that $200,000?
We've had this conversation before where we want to find. Like, I specifically remember we had a conversation about the girls in a Nelly music video. You and I once, we were like, where are these girls now?
Yes.
We have to do side character behind the music episodes.
Yes. You ever wonder those things, Kenzie?
Where are the girls from a Nelly video?
Yeah.
No, I don't wonder that.
Because
Where are they right now?
I mean, again, we're going back
Like,
to
which ones?
which one were we watching?
I think we were talking about the country grammar video.
Yeah.
And we're just like, what are these ladies up to?
Because that video, I mean, the ladies, incredible casting, is all I'm saying. And where are they now 20 years later? They're probably all in their 40s now. I'm just curious where they are, where people end up, you know?
I mean, you could do a modeling gig. There's one modeling gig.
They could just do that one and that's it, you mean? Or they could do one today?
Yeah, and then you could have a normal job.
That's what I wonder.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they accountants now? Lawyers, doctors? You know, what are those? What are they?
I heard Megan was one of them.
My girl, Megan?
Yeah.
She's in the Nelly video?
But it's like
We gotta do a slow-mo
I heard
recap
she's
on that
in
one.
some videos. I don't know.
Hey, that's my wife. Easy.
Where are they now? You know what I'm saying?
I only make videos with Megan.
damn straight.
Hell yeah.
We always talk about the blind melon guitarist that's now like a big shot lawyer.
Yeah.
There's people like that. It's just so interesting. You're known for one thing, but you have a whole life after that.
Very weird. Just something we're curious about. I'm curious about the cameraman that Dennis Rodman kicked in the nuts and got $200,000 for it. The Blackhawks got blanked last night.
Brian thinks this guy bought like an island or something. It's just $200,000.
$200,000 in 1997, a lot more than now. I'm gonna think about an island.
It's
like
now it's like a
$300,000.
down payment on a house. I mean, like, what? He's probably an Elgin. He's probably my neighbor.
But in 1997, he put that. Let's say he put it in Apple stock, and he made like $40 million.
He didn't.
You don't think so?
I don't think he put it in
I
Apple
wanna
stock.
know.
I think he bought a new camera with it.
He got bottle service at Tunnel.
By the way, since the Blackhawks lost, but just a point to reference here that Connor Bedard rookie cards are now going for $10,000. Just a point of note of he's not playing right now yet, coming back from the jaw surgery and the jaw breakage in that game, but $10,000 for his rookie card right now.
Yeah, because hockey cards are made by Upper Deck, and Upper Deck used to have all the sports, but now they only have hockey. And there's a lot of people out there that really value the products that Upper Deck make compared to a Panini or even a Topps or a Fanatics now. So I get it. I would want it too.
Case knows these things, so should it...
But for $10,000?
Is it worth buying his investment like Apple stock for the cameraman did back in 97?
Well, for Bedard, yeah, because he's not only lived up to the hype, I actually think he's been better than I thought he was going to be his rookie year. So that card's only going to appreciate in value.
I think expensive cards are terrifying.
How so?
Because think about, everything can ruin them.
Well, you got to put him in a safety deposit box.
How scary it is What if, like, somebody just mails you the card and the mail got wet?
It's a huge, well, yeah, it's
You know
a
what I'm
huge.
saying?
It's not in a standard envelope. It won't be in a standard.
I just, like, everything about it. Like, I don't like, it's like.
Like it's a letter from grandma. It's just in a little flimsy envelope.
It's like,
$7 pops out of it.
if somebody spilled a coffee on it. Like, you're screwed. It's like flammable. It could be ruined by water, fire. You can step on it. You can tear it. You could, like, every single thing could ruin it. I find them terrifying.
Yeah, but I don't live in Jurassic Park. My elements are a little more controlled in my apartment.
I'm sorry. You can't spill coffee.
Well, no, because I don't drink that. It's
Or you
gross.
spill Mountain Dew.
That's possible.
Only if there's a T-Rex near can you spill a beverage.
Can you imagine his $10,000 card for Connor Bedard? He spilled Mountain Dew on it while he was sitting at
That's
home.
what I'm saying, though. Or like you don't realize, and you're like, "What's this piece of mail?" And you just ate some pizza, and then you pick out your card. And you're like, "Oh, you got sauce on the card."
Yeah.
Pizza
Yeah.
sauce stains.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does.
Sean from Aurora just checked in. He said he's going through the same thing right now. He ordered a $750 Pokemon card, and it never showed up.
Whoa.
So he's out $750.
I think cards are terrifying. I think they're a scary thing to buy. They're just so, like, everything about them is delicate.
There was a football player that got banned from a Pokemon card trading site because he was doing something counterfeit. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember who that was, but yeah there's.
He was just scanning Pokemon cards.
I mean, Kenzie, this guy has like a $15 million NFL contract, and he's scamming people for Pokemon cards on the weekends. Or actually during the week when he's not playing football. Can't remember who that guy was.
A linebacker, Blake Martinez. And he.
Wait, it was a famous football player?
He was playing in the NFL when he did this. He's still playing.
God.
Yes. I think he played for the Steelers.
There's a great headline
That's
from.
his side, like, hobby?
ripping off people for
Like,
Pokemon
poor
cards.
people.
There's a great headline from The Athletic. It says, Blake Martinez back in NFL after retiring to sell Pokemon cards and running into trouble.
So somebody signed him back to a league? Is he actually active
he
in
was
the
on the
NFL?
Panthers this year.
Oh, my God. Okay. We talked a lot yesterday. We were the first people to get in this story about the White Sox Stadium possibly moving to this new made-up neighborhood in Chicago, 78, which is on the north side, Roosevelt, south side, 16th Street, and it's bordered by Clark and then railroad tracks. So it's only really moving it up about, 20 blocks from where it is right now in Bridgeport. But we asked you guys, the Sox fans, because Case put a
Too
scathing
bad they
blog
can't just,
up.
like, pick it up.
Just like move it like this.
Like the claw machine?
Yeah.
Like at a Perkins?
Well, like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot for 20 blocks.
You ever see those mobile homes on semi-trucks on the highway and they have another car in front of them to clear the way?
Yeah.
Could they put the whole stadium on semi-trucks and just move it up there?
You know how funny that would be to see that driving down the road?
You know what would happen, though? Like, because, like, it's just like the White Sox fandom's luck. They would pick a day like today.
Yeah.
They'd be skidding everywhere. You'd be, oh, my God, to be dropped in front of the stadium.
The stadium would roll over and just break.
Son of a nutcracker.
So Cates was really fired up about them possibly moving as the Sox fan in the room because he loves Guaranteed Rate Field. And it is one of his, he's seen almost all the ballparks in the country, and it's one of his top ones, not just being homerism, but because it's a great park for kids, families, food, everything, and also the sight lines. So, but you guys, the crew members, chimed in and kind of disagreed with Case. I see a lot of comments here. I don't know how many you went through, Case. Massive ones on our Facebook page. You can add to it. And Jeff checked in, said, what do you mean who wants this? If it's a nicer park with closer to entertainment, it'll be great. I guess closer to the city, but does that mean you're really going to go to the game, go out in the city after the park if it's just 20 blocks closer?
But the thing is, it's not like...
It's not that far away still.
Yeah, like, I would say Guaranteed Rate Field is... I would almost consider that it's downtown.
Yes. Yeah, I would too.
I could understand if it's like, oh, it's in Indiana, and now they're going to move it to Chicago, why people would be excited or something, because it's like, oh, it's in downtown.
Yeah.
But it's like... It is,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I would consider that downtown.
A lot of people brought up Kenzie's point yesterday, or I think you did too, curious about the Guaranteed Rate should have had a view of the city.
They just had to build it in a different direction. They would have had a beautiful skyline.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a wind thing. Probably to help with like home runs.
I don't know.
You want to expand on that at all?
Well, like maybe if like the gusts are coming inward a lot, like from the city, they thought it would be counterproductive for players.
So it faces south from home plate to center field. It faces southeast, correct? Yeah, southeast. So the wind would have to be coming in from the west, going in to make better home runs.
I don't know. Don't hurt yourself thinking about this.
I really just had a stroke almost trying to think about that.
my theory is that they did it like to assist players, like wind blowing out for those balls popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Could have been. Who knows?
I side with the crew members on the Facebook page. And again, there's a lot of comments. If you have comments on the White Sox possibly moving, please leave them there. But the people that disagree with it, like myself, are just like, the South Loop is already so congested as it is. I don't know if we need, and granted, not every White Sox game is pulling in 30,000 people, but even 8,000 more people just congregating in that area seems like a real nightmare.
Do you think they could just kind of like repurpose Soldier Field if the Bears move?
They should. That's what they should do.
That's just spitting on the White Sox, though. The Bears want to move from Soldier Field because they don't like it.
They don't like it.
No, because they want to sell like concert venue tickets and like all that. Like it's not because they think it's ugly.
This is like getting ratty hand-me-downs from your sibling. I don't want leftover
it's the
Soldier
Chicago
Field.
Bears stadium. Like it's not. I don't consider that ratty leftovers.
And they don't own it. The Park District owns Soldier Field, so Bears do want to own their stadium. To your point, to do what they want with it.
They're not leaving because they're like, oh, this place is falling apart. That's not the concept. It's like that. Stop caving in on people.
Not yet.
And I guarantee that if the White Sox said they're going to move there, the city would probably get behind them and do things just to show the Bears they should have stayed, like actually make a train spur that goes right to it or whatever. Nice. They'll invest millions and millions in it to make it worthwhile. Speaking of the Bears.
Our money.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, we're still paying for the remodel.
They're in the middle of their petty party, and we're going to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah, we're still paying for the old Bears Stadium. $600 million taxpayers are still paying for the redo 20 years later.
Is it all? I've asked this before, and I can't remember. Is it all of Illinois, or is it a Chicago tax?
It is. I broke it down when you asked that before. I believe it's more for Cook County people, but it also is the state because it's a state park venue. I'd have to make sure 100%. Because you're paying it out in Elgin then?
Yeah, I was checking. I want to know if I had to participate in that.
Speaking of the Bears, they're expected to interview Cliff Kingsbury, former Arizona Cardinals head coach and now USC's quarterbacks coach. Interesting, because Caleb Williams, the guy who's supposed to go number one and generational quarterback, that's his quarterback coach. So that may tip the hat that's saying, hey, we are going to draft this guy and let's bring in his quarterback coach that made him good. Although he had a better year last year than he did this year, Caleb Williams, before Cliff Kingsbury got there as the USC quarterback coach. Let's note that. But he also, Cliff Kingsbury, when he was at Texas Tech, was Patrick Mahomes' head coach. A lot of good track record also with Kyler Murray from the Cardinals, even though they're doing poorly now, a bad team. At least he was good under him. He's good with quarterbacks is what I'm trying to say. And maybe they draft him. I don't know. Pretty interesting development there. I'm for it. Let's do it.
I'm into it as well.
Let's go. Let's do it. Kenzie brought this story to the table that the Packers, I guess, were mean to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders during the game last week, yelling in their faces.
Yeah, like when they're getting touchdowns, they'd be like, "You suck on that." They were like, "Okay."
Is that a quote?
Yeah. they were like yelling in the girls' faces, and they're just sitting there with their little, and they just had to like lightly shake the pom-poms. They're like, "Okay."
Yeah, just doing their job for low pay, by the way. Even if you're a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, the biggest cheerleaders ever, they still don't make tons of money.
Wow.
You need more money.
You have to come at them like that.
No, I'm actually for them making more money. I'm not calling out their salaries like they make $100.
You kind of are. You're kind of like. No.
I think people know they don't make that much. It's not good. It's not right. You're a $1 billion organization.
Yeah.
Pay the girls.
Workers'
Actually,
rights.
I do know that they do the best because they get like a lot more press gigs and stuff like that than like other than the Honey Bears did.
Yeah, I still don't know the exact reason why the Honey Bears disappeared.
It's very chilly.
Too cold?
It's cold.
I don't know. I think
What do you think?
someone had an affair in the organization. This is me just like speculating. This is alleged.
Like an owner, you mean, type thing?
Somebody, and then somebody's wife said, "Get those hussies out of here." And then, and just
The
can't.
hairless hussies?
I don't know the story. I just made that up, but that's my speculation.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Or it's just cold.
I think it's really chilly. I think that's why the Bulls still have
The Lovables.
The Lovables, thank you.
Indoors.
Indoors, baby.
Yeah.
It's hard to get your leg up that high when it's cold.
Oh, you got to stretch.
No matter how much warming up you do, you're gonna pull something, man.
Got some old football injury, the leg injury. When it's cold out, I can't walk and get my
it's
leg
just
up.
weird to cheerlead in sweatpants. It just doesn't have the same vibe.
Yeah. All right, let's get to Kenzie's picks for the weekend, staying with football. So you got 4 huge games, divisional round weekend. I love all these games. These are going to be fun to watch. And Kenzie hasn't done any research. In fact, she doesn't even know the matchups. She asked me, give me the matchups, and I'll pick the games.
Yeah.
But she went 4-2 last weekend doing this, and I made a little money off her. I lost money on my own bets. I won money on her bets.
There you go.
There we go. I'm doing it again. So Kenzie, Saturday, 3:30 p.m. The Texans at the Ravens. What do you say? Now, the Ravens top pick in the AFC of this, just to let you know that much there. What say you?
I think it's going to be the Ravens.
Why do you say that?
Because apparently the Texans were kind of lucky last time.
I thought you were going to say you just discovered where Baltimore was and this week, and then maybe that one. Okay,
the Ravens are unstoppable. Edgar Allan Poe, baby.
Ravens are minus 9.5. So, also Saturday night at 7:15.
I don't know what that means. Like they're 9 players down.
That's exactly right.
Down 9.5 players?
No. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, someone hurt a finger. He's going to be out there, but not as good.
Kenzie, Packers at the 49ers Saturday night at 7:15.
Probably Packers.
Why?
Because they just, ruin everything. They can't wait to harass more cheerleaders. They're getting all jacked up as we speak.
Oh, boy. All right, Kenzie, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Detroit Lions at 2 p.m. on Sunday.
I'm going to say Lions.
Really? Why?
This is their time. It's so
their
exciting
time.
for them.
Okay.
Buccaneers have had their time. A little Brady excitement already.
Super Bowl victory a couple years ago.
It's like the Lions moment. They're the underdogs.
And finally, Chiefs at the Bills Sunday at 5:30 p.m.
Chiefs.
Why do you say that?
I just can't believe the Bills are still playing.
Wow. Okay.
I just am surprised.
Make your bets this week, and I'm going to make a parlay on this. Ravens, Packers, Lions, Chiefs. Go ahead and make your bets on my friends DraftKings. But
what would you have bet in comparison? How many of those would you have picked similarly?
Let me see here. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm taking the 49ers. I'm disagreeing with you on the Packers. 49ers will take them out. And I
don't know what a 49er is, and I don't like it.
Oh, God. I'm taking the Lions and the Bills on the other two, by the way. So I disagree with you on 2 of them. That's it. So, out of the 4 games, 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete against Kenzie in a trivia contest. And what do you get when you win? This is amazing. What do you get? I lost track of what we get.
You get sold-out tickets to Mike Birbiglia at the Chicago Theater.
Mike Birbiglia.
That's how much you lie. You're like, it's going to be amazing. Where is it?
I really can lie like a serial killer. I really can.
You do lie. You lie a lot.
But this is really good. Mike Birbiglia sold-out show at the Chicago Theater. He's got a second show coming up, too, the next day, April 26th, April 27th. He'll be at the sold-out show, which is going to be a riot. It's going to be amazing. I know it is.
Brian's the opposite of everybody in radio. He never lies on the air. Off the air, though, a lying son of a bitch.
God. He does. Every time I'm telling, okay, Brian asks me questions all the time. And then as I answer, I hear him going, and he's totally ignoring me. And you asked. I don't just give you this info, you ask and go,
I love this therapy session. This is a great therapy session. I'll try to do better. It's 7:19.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
And competing for Mike Birbiglia tickets it's hard to say his name, Mike Birbiglia. Birbiglia at the Chicago Theater, sold-out show April 26th. Super funny guy, and he's got a second show coming up the 27th from our great friends at Live Nation. Danielle in Wonder Lake will be competing for the tickets against Kenzie in a trivia contest. Danielle, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm a stay-at-home mom of a 12 and 7-year-old, and I'm ready to get down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And you also want to play the game, huh? You know what I'm saying? Right on.
Too, I guess.
Wow. All right. Were their schools canceled today, or are they home and you're trying to just get out of the house for a little while to do trivia in the car, or what?
Well, I actually have my 12-year-old with me right now. My 6-year-old gets on the bus. My 7-year-old gets on the bus at 6:45.
Got it.
And this one doesn't get on until 8:10.
This one over here.
Usually that's backwards. Normally the munchkins get to sleep in later, and the 12-year-olds are up early.
Oh, yeah, no, he plays Fortnite every morning now, so,
That's what's up.
What's his gamer tag?
Isn't it My Mom Hates Me?
No.
That's a bit aggressive.
Oh my
That's
god.
not my gamer tag.
I didn't tell him to do that one, but
That's not my gamer tag.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do you hate him?
no, and that's the thing. I'm like, is that the cool thing? Like, oh, my mom hates me.
No.
Well, what is the new one then? Tell him.
Roblox.
All right, well, tell him. What is it?
It's like.
Oh, it's a curse. It's a curse word, Mama. You better look into that. He sounds very nervous.
I think it's got a 69 in it.
Yeah, I would check into
No, this
that.
kid sounds cool.
You need to check that when you get home.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
All right, we'll get to the game here. Let's get going here. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point, and she can do the same to you. Call heads or tails. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Heads.
Ah, it's tails.
Ugh.
Loser.
All right, here we go. Kenzie,
Yeah.
what did the thieves set out to steal in the movie Reservoir Dogs?
Diamonds.
It is diamonds.
Yeah.
Good job. Danielle, who
Yes.
who released their 14th studio album, Saviors, today?
14th studio album. Green Day.
It is Green Day, right. There you go. Good job. Back to Kenzie. A book written about one's own self is referred to what?
An autobiography.
It is an autobiography. Good job. Back to Danielle. What makes up 50 to 70% of a whale's weight, Danielle?
I'm going to say blubber.
It is blubber. I love that word.
Fun fact,
Yeah,
I
blubber.
got in a huge fight in elementary school because my mom told me gum was made out of whale blubber because she liked to lie and make up stories, which we've addressed before. And I brought that up at school, and the kids like, no, it's not. I'm like, yes, it is. My mom told me that. And they go, your mom's wrong. And I'm like, no, she's not. And I got a fight. And she was like, oh, I was lying about that one. I'm like, okay, awesome.
You have a black eye there over blubber gum?
No, you should see the other kid.
Kenzie doesn't lose. 2-2, back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, the shoe company Converse is owned by what major corporation? We talked
Nike.
about. Oh yeah, it is Nike. We talked about that on the show, and wild that Converse and Nike are together. A lot of people don't know that.
It's crazy.
Danielle,
Oh my God, mind blowing.
name one of the 4 mammals that cannot jump.
Dolphin. Or shit, he could.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
easy. There's a kid in the car.
No.
I had to dump her. She said dolphin was the answer, and
And
that's
then said something else after because she was like, well, dolphins can jump.
yeah, dolphins can
They can
jump.
jump, girlfriend.
I mean, people pay to go see them jump.
I know. There's like shows about it.
It's an aquarium.
Like feet, like they have feet, you know?
Yeah.
Because of feet.
Yeah.
It is funny though, because I don't know if you pay to see any other mammals jump besides dolphins.
It's the only one you pay.
That's a great point.
It's kind of funny.
Oh, God.
But no feet.
No.
I hear you. I'm going to go elephant.
Elephant is one. That's the big one. That's the one everybody knows.
That is the big one.
Other ones are
That's what they say.
other mammals that cannot jump are sloth, hippo, and a rhino.
Oh.
They cannot jump. Just for future reference.
I think sloths can. They just refuse to not.
That's right. They're lazy.
He goes, oh, screw that.
They're like, I'm not jumping.
No one wants to work these days.
The sloth employment market.
Well, it's lost like Gen Z is, you know, it's very lazy.
So sloth or Gen Zers?
yeah.
All right.
4-2, it's back to Kenzie. She can win with a correct answer.
Oh, crap. Here we go, Kenzie.
Yeah.
Who is the creator of shows like Family Guy and the Ted prequel series on Peacock?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane's right.
Listen, Steve. That sucks.
Steve MacFarlane, his brother, not doing so well.
Not as successful.
No. Do you know that Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of the planes on 9/11?
Yes.
You knew that?
I mean, how many times are people going to bring that up? He wasn't on the plane.
I know. But he just said, screw it. He got hung over and he missed the flight.
I just think it's brought up a lot.
Is it?
For somebody who wasn't on the plane.
He was
Thank
not.
God.
You know
we
when
got
people make
Family Guy.
everything about them? It's like there's a lot of people who were on the planes,
That's
and we
true.
keep talking about how you weren't.
I'm just saying. I think
also
that's.
wasn't on a plane.
Well, he was supposed to be on the plane. He had a ticket.
Were you supposed to be on a plane?
No, but he was.
Oh my God, he made it. You weren't on the plane.
He had a ticket to be on the flight.
That's crazy.
He was hung over and didn't make it. I find that fascinating.
Anyways, stay-at-home mom Danielle deserves a night out because her son sounds like a handful with these gamer tags. So I think we should hook her up so she can go have some fun.
You want to do that?
Oh, I would love that.
That is Mike Birbiglia, the Please Stop the Ride Tour, Chicago Theater. You're going to be there for the Sold Out show Friday, April 26th. There's also a show the next night on Saturday, April 27th. Tickets on sale now for that second show from our great friends at Live Nation. Congratulations, Danielle.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
So again, we'll have that new music from Cage the Elephant 20 minutes away, 8 a.m., right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.